good. We're on right now.
Okay.
Okay. So, you just came back from Turkey. I'm asking you a few of these questions for my nursing school class.
Mhm.
What was the Turkish culture like there? What's the culture like in Turkey?
So the culture is very warm. They're very friendly to outsiders. The culture focuses a lot on everything homemade, so it doesn't revolve around commercial products. So you cook your own meals, you make your own doughs and pastries. And as for leisure activities, people like to sit back, talk with friends, talk with neighbors, sometimes gossip depending on the age group. So old ladies who sit at home like to gossip more than young people who are getting an education. For example, they might go out to a bar and smoke and drink. Um, Black tea is um, they drink lots of black tea in these little tiny cups, these clear round cups, and then they usually have a little clear plate under it. So you hold the plate from the bottom because the glass will be hot, and then when you sip it, you hold the rim at the top. Um,
What do quick question, you said like a lot of people go out. What do a lot of people like do for work? What is like a normal, I mean like low end job? Like a lot of people here in America work at like McDonald's and stuff. What would be like the equivalent of that in Turkey almost?
so in Turkey, there are lots of apartments because the buildings are more vertical than they are horizontal, like here in the
Uh-huh.
valley. So in those apartment buildings, in the basement, the very, very last house at the bottom is actually the most run down. So usually the people that live there are called the doorman is the closest translation. So they basically uh, they look after the building. They ask the tenants if they need anything. Sometimes if it's a he'll bring bread and hang it on the door, or if it's an old lady, go to the grocery store and pick something up for her. So that's really the lowest job because it'll be the most run down, not renovated.
Okay.
And they're usually seen as inferior because they're so poor and they don't have a very skillful job. It's very service based.
Okay. Thank you. So next question is like how do people normally relax and enjoy themselves?
So I think that depends on the age group, but I would say, let's say people, I would say kids, they run around, they play around, scream, laugh, and then teenagers, young adults, hang out with kids their age, go to a bar, go to a club, walk around the city. If you're on the beach, walk around the harbor. Um, and then older than that, like let's say 30 to 50, sit down for dinner, talk, drink, relax. They're very laid back. They don't like to rush. They like to take their time and just enjoy the simple things in life.
Okay.
So it's not So leisure isn't really centered around money. It's more about the enjoyment and pleasure of doing nothing.
Okay. I can get behind that. Okay. And so last question is what did you do when visiting Turkey?
Mhm.
And adding on to that, how did you feel when the military started their coup against Erdogan, the president?
Okay, so the first question, while I was in Turkey, I either went to the beach or went to the pool every day. I ate my grandmother's food because she cooks amazing food.
Well, what did she cook? What is some of the things she cooked? What's your favorite thing?